it's Dr. Shirley. How are you this morning, this beautiful Monday morning? I hope you are doing well. Is it warm in your neck of the woods? It sure is here. I feel like we've had the air on more in the last 3 days than we have in the last 3 years. But it's a beautiful summer, and I hope you're all enjoying it. It's a beautiful time to kind of thrive and be happy. And how about losing some weight? That's really what the Clean Keto Club is all about. So I want to explain it to you because I have a lot of members that have joined already. Today is the last day to enroll because we start tomorrow. So I want to be able to tell you a little bit about what you can expect to learn during the class so you can make a decision about whether it's a good fit for you. Okay? So I just want to tell you a little bit about, my story. I've really been able to keep my weight and my fitness together my entire life, really since my early 20s. And, so it's been a long, long time. But about 15 months ago, I started gaining weight in the fall, and I just didn't know what it was. My waist was getting thicker. I was getting thicker. My buttons weren't going. Mark was starting to call me curvy, and I don't think it was a compliment. And, and I ended up getting on the scales. I forget at what point I was doing that because I was normally would stay away, and I was, weighing 141 pounds. And for me at 5'3" with a very small frame, it was kind of shocking, how you get on the scales that time, like, holy crap. I mean, it's never what you think that it's going to be. But anyway, I was traveling at the time, just after that, and I started reading about, clean keto, and I was in the Philippines, which was lovely, but I was very conscious of my body since I just, gotten this weight thing, and I was wearing a wetsuit. We were snorkeling, which was great, but I was more comfortable in that than wearing a bathing suit, and that wasn't me. See, even through the ages, again, I've been able to do that. So I started with a clean keto program as soon as I got home. I mean, like the day after I went shopping, and I lost, the 13, 14 pounds. I've lost a couple of pounds recently, so I'm down to about, 125, 126, which is a very good weight for me. So I want to be able to teach that to you because this is definitely a program that you can live with, all right? And that's the whole idea. This is more of a lifestyle. It's not a diet. It's just kind of learning what to do, whether you want to lose 3 pounds, 5 pounds, or 40. It doesn't matter. It just is all, it is going to happen for you because we're going to put your body into a fat burning state, and that's the whole idea. So let's talk about some of the 10 things that you would get if you decide to become a member with us. First of all, I'm going to do a lot of teaching just like I do on a natural health page. So I'm going to start out with 3 particular videos, okay? So 3 videos to get you started before we even start the program. And the first one is going to be, what is clean keto? What does that mean? What does clean mean? What does keto mean? Does that mean I'm going to be eating bacon and eggs for breakfast every day? The answer is no. Why does it work? Why is this different, from a low-carb diet? How is this different from an Atkins diet or a Weight Watchers? And some of these are successful, but again, I personally have found this to be the most. How does it actually work? How do we get our body into a state called ketosis where we are burning off fat for energy instead of just stored sugar? And that's the idea, and that is how you get your leanness, okay? The other thing that we're going to talk about in another video is 25 separate health benefits. You will not believe, all the health benefits. I know for me, I have a ton of physical energy. I haven't lost any mental energy, sharpness, drive, passion, all those wonderful things that you want to have as, you start to go, through the years. So I'm going to talk about those. I'm also going to talk about all of the delicious foods that you will eat and that you will enjoy. And there really is no deprivation because it's more, again, of a lifestyle. We'll talk about specific new foods, and we'll also, you will be satisfied with every meal you have. I just finished I love having peanut butter and toast. It's like a childhood thing, but I got this protein bread, which is amazing from Aldi's. Some nice crunchy peanut butter on top, and then I have my little chocolate bar afterwards, also from Aldi's, and that's kind of my treat, for the day. So we'll talk about some of the meals and the options and just, how wonderful, that all is. 25 different health benefits. So from heart to blood pressure, you wouldn't believe it. And then we're going to talk about in the third video, these are Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday of this week. In the third video is we're going to get you ready to go to the store and get your stuff. You're going to have plenty of days to do that. You got to prepare. You got to get the house, in shape. You don't want to be, stuck and not have any food and be hungry because that's when things start going, devolving and going south, right? So, how to shop. Some very specific, foods that you can get. What kind of fruits are going to be good choices? What kind of vegetables are good choices? Is it okay if I'm vegetarian? What does clean fish, really mean? So we're going to go through all that, and I'll share with you from things, from clean protein bars. You can get, waffle mixes, how to make a cake, if you have a sweet tooth, which I certainly do. So there's a lot of, great ways, to do that. And is this okay if I'm vegetarian? And the answer is absolutely yes, because all protein breaks down exactly the same way. Sorry, I'm losing my little tape here to go off of notes, which is fine. And we will talk also too about alcohol, okay? What alcohol is good? Can I drink alcohol? Am I limited? What are going to be the best choices for me if I am someone who likes to drink? We're also going to talk about, what foods are going to be very helpful, for you to, really get into that ketosis. I mean, why are the fats important? And they really, really are. And that's what makes this difference, is you're going to get those good, high quality fats in your body, which are wonderful for your brain, wonderful for your heart and blood pressure. But you know what they do? They help your body release fat. So we're going to talk about that for sure. I'm going to be putting out daily inspiration. That may come in a video, that may come in a meme, that may come in me, just checking in on you. So you're going to have that component. You're going to have the whole group component as well too, the group support. If you've got to win, if you lose 3 pounds, your first week, it's going to be like, all right, great, let's celebrate that. So there's going to be, a tight group that does that. We're going to have wins, and maybe you're going to have challenges, and that's okay, like to write in there. I'm not like it's AA, but it's kind of be like, what, I'm kind of had a really stressed day, and, my husband's eating, some fresh blueberry pie, and I kind of like want to do that. So whether you're challenged, whether you're having any difficulty with it, your group and your support and myself is going to be there for you. You're going to learn how to, create meals, whether, if you love to cook, there's all kinds of fabulous, special meals you can cook. And maybe you don't like to cook. I actually don't like to cook that much. But, what if you are a person that likes to cook or don't like to cook, what is the best way, to go about that? You're also going to learn how to incorporate this in with your family. I'm sure a lot of you have families. Maybe you've got kids and husbands or, wives or, grandkids. And, can you do that? And the answer is yes. And I will show exactly how. Like Mark's a big pasta guy. He's Italian background. I don't eat pasta on this, but I eat cauliflower gnocchi from Trader Joe's, which is amazing. So you make that with some pesto, some fresh, asparagus or broccoli, whatever you want to do, and it's an amazing keto meal, and we don't feel like we're eating separate things. He also makes fabulous pizza. He's really a connoisseur with pizza. But I also make what's called a fathead pizza, and it's wonderful, and it doesn't have any carbs in it, but it's got a great crust, and it's got some, mozzarella cheese, and I may put pesto or mushrooms. So you can incorporate your meals with what your family's doing without a whole lot of, without a whole lot of effort or feeling like you have to eat something or cook something, very different. It's also I'm going to share with you some of the different sites on social media where you can see some of these transformations. There's a couple that I follow. I see people that have lost 100 pounds, 200 pounds. I mean, it just does my heart good. I mean, being overweight doesn't feel good. It just feels crappy, okay? And I find even now, I end up judging my day when I wake up like, oh, am I okay? Do I feel good? Are my jeans like feeling nice? But it really affects our lives in so many different ways. And so I think when we see some of these visuals, and I'll post a lot of those too, the before and after, you will just be amazed and to see how many lives are changed following this type of a program. The other thing too is you're going to find that you have me to help you out as well too. I mean, I'm a real, like I said, I've been working out and eating well. So I was very heavy as a child. I'll tell you some of that. I mean, I used to eat, I had Oreos stacked away. I had ants that weighed a couple 100 pounds. I was very heavy when I was younger, and it, made me feel bad. I didn't have any self-confidence or self-esteem. I was kind of a wallflower, believe it or not. Didn't like high school, just all of that stuff. And then when I got to be about, I think 23 or so, I started working for the Bally's Health Clubs, and I really just lost the weight, and I've kept my weight off my entire life, as I said, up to the last, that episode I told you about when we started, here today. So I am here, to help you and to teach you and to mentor you along, the way as well too. So all you have to do is enroll the classes, not class, it's a course. Class is $39. It includes, obviously, all the teaching, all the classes, all the courses, the mentoring. But the other thing, too, if you like contests or you want to set yourself up for being, maybe motivated, if that's the word for you, you can also choose to register for before and after weight loss or photo. We can do it, a couple of different ways. But if you do lose 10 pounds over the 10 weeks, and we'll start a week from Monday, you'll need to send me in a picture of your scale with your name. This is private. You don't have to post this unless you want to. You can certainly do that. And then when you lose that 10 pounds, then what I'm going to send to you is one of the HUNS testing. That's the hair, skin, and nails. I do over 200 tests for your vitamins, your minerals, toxins, the health of all of your organs with the weak and stressed and all that, and that's worth $100. And I sell those all day long, or my consults, get them all week long, because it's a very great tool to find out your health. So if you lose the 10 pounds, I'm going to send you that Huns test for free, because I appreciate you and I think it's great. I personally like Huns tests myself, so I don't know if you do, but if you do, it's there for you. So does anyone have any questions? It's nice to see you on this morning. Hi, Michelle. It's nice to have you with us. I know you're joining us. Brittany, how are you, honey? Nice to see you. Cousin Cindy, nice to see you. Lorna, always a pleasure. So if you do want to enroll, all you have to do is click the button and enroll through Eventbrite. And then I will add you into, there's another private group. It's called Dr. Shirley's Classroom. And that's where everything takes place. We have to be friends. So I may friend you if we're not friends, because then I can add you in manually. Okay, so let me know if you have any questions. I look forward to seeing you. And we're going to have a great time. You're going to find that you have the tools that you need to get the weight off now, but also to keep it off, right? I mean, who wants to do this again? It can be tiring. And I'm here to tell you that once you find this way of living, you're going to be really happy with your weight. And you can go on to enjoy the rest of your life in other ways. Okay, so have a great day, and we'll talk soon. Bye.